Welcome to Comics on Parole. My name is Dan Glazer. How are you doing, Al?
Doing well, doing well.
Vanessa is not here in body, but she is here in thought, but she will be on the next show. She's our DJ. And so we have a big show for you tonight. Tonight is Mr. Thomas Negalow, who's been a comic for about 20 years, and he's going to be teaching a comedy class at Jerry Farber's Side Door. And we have another comic named Mope Williams, who is not here at the moment, but he says he's on his way. Before we get started, I want to briefly pull up the Jerry Lewis thing. You know, I have a Facebook friend. That is not it. That's not it.
Oh,
That. Yeah, there you go. That's not it. That's not.
I didn't either.
That's what's so great about live television.
Okay, well, let's try this one. I gotta fix that. Tell me, we gotta fix that.
Well, we gotta fix that. But I have a Facebook friend. Her name is Suzanne Lewis. She's actually Jerry Lewis's daughter. A very lovely lady, always posting things about her father. This particular one, I believe, was a Labor Day special. She was announcing, and she puts her movies up, his movies up rather, on her website. Some old vintage stuff he has. And if you're a Jerry Lewis fan, this is a great website. I have no idea. Excuse me one second. That may be Mope. This is Dan. Mope. Okay, so excuse me one second, fans. So Mope, you see the Starbucks. Look at the other end. There's a karate school and a wine shop. Do you see at the other end? I'm on the air, actually, and people are watching me talking to you, Mope. Do you see? Yeah, just see that. You see the karate school and the wine shop. Go to that end, take a right, go around the building, and call me when you get there. We'll send someone down to get you. You're in the Kroger shopping center, right? Okay, so go to the end. You'll see the karate school. I got to get back on the air. We have millions of people watching. Okay, so call us when you get to the door. We'll send someone down to get you. Okay, very good. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so anyway, go to Suzanne's Suzanne Facebook and see all the movies she posts. It's really fascinating. This was a special announcement she was making for Labor Day, kind of a Jerry Lewisathon movie thing. So, and this is a real nice girl. I'm very proud of her father, and I believe she's a stand-up herself. So Suzanne Lewis's Facebook, and you'll see all kind of Jerry Lewis movies and everything if you're a Jerry Lewis fan. Stuff I'd never seen before. So anyway, you can take that down now.
Okay.
What are you paying? What is that candy game? That candy game? You playing a game on your phone? Yeah. Anyway, so this is the ponder. This is what I pondered. I ponder bringing up the first guest. See, you can't go down and let her in because you have to play your video game, right?
No, I can go get it.
Okay, so this is good then. So what we'll do right now, we're going to welcome to the parole desk, a legendary comic in his own mind, Mr. Thomas Negalow.
Woo!
How are you doing, Thomas?
I'm good, Dan. How are you?
Fine.
I would say it's an auspicious start, but I think it's more a suspicious start.
Suspicious start.
Quite frankly.
So, Thomas, let's start from the beginning.
When did, like, in the beginning, God...
Of Earth, yes. God created...
Because I'm older than dirt, you know.
That's right, that's right. Now, how long have you been doing comedy? About 20 years, right? 25
years, something like that.
And you were actually a touring comic.
I did some in New York. I did some work.
But you really were a theater major in New York, right?
I was a theater major and did some off Broadway. Yeah, like Bergen, New Jersey. That way off Broadway. Did some of that. Actually, did some directing as well. So.
Oh, directing in what place?
Well, in theater.
Any movie work?
No, never did movie work. I don't trust anything that you have to do 8 or 10 takes in order to be good.
Okay. Now,
So
okay, so you were in plays. Name some of,
that's not gonna get me in
right.
movies. No,
Tell me some of the plays you were in New York.
oh God. Nothing that anyone would recognize, because, like I said, it was little stuff and off. So
Okay.
it's just not recognizable.
Stuff written by people that no
By-
one heard of, not
by-
published.
by
all
people
this.
who used to be good and who knows where they are
Okay.
now.
So tell me about your transition into comedy.
Well, soon after, I was working in New York about 5-6 years or so, and was married at the time. And then we had our first child. And so I kind of said to myself, would you like to stay in working in theater, or do you want to actually go make a living?
Right.
So, supporting
And what year is
family and
this?
kids. Oh, God, this is 70.
Okay, just before the big surge. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And so I got out of theater and got into, some regular corporate work and did that for a while. And then moved down to Atlanta in 76, 1976.
Okay, yeah, you're a graduate high school.
Yeah. And then after years of just working in Atlanta and doing corporate stuff and having, being a regular person, a normal person.
Right.
Once you have theater in your blood, it's always there.
So you had the idea to go into comedy.
Well, I had the idea to get back into theater somehow, and comedy was always, for me, a way of expressing myself.
Okay, and you were getting paid
When?
in comedy.
Not a lot.
Not a lot.
From time to time.
But you were trying to make it a living.
Yeah. And so I went into, I did some improv work. Took an improv class. And kind of got into it from there. And the improv class, the graduation, like the class we're teaching, the graduation was at Jerry Farber's old
Yeah, because he
place at
started
Far Road.
the Jerry,
Yeah.
which is now Jeff Justice's class. But
Right.
He's gonna
Right. And so we got into, I did that class and graduated, and then decided, well, people were laughing at what I was doing, so maybe I'll keep going with this.
Okay.
And it was just purely, at that point, purely enjoyment, because I love making people
and you're still
laugh
doing
and-
it.
Yeah.
Did you lay off of comedy for a while?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Now, there is no video of you on YouTube in your comedy set.
No video.
So before we start talking about your new comedy class with Jerry the Farber, you have to. Your punishment is you have to perform your set. I'm stepping off stage, and you
God.
take it away and do whatever you want, and talk as long as you want until I stop you.
Okay, well, people look at me and they say, well, you're kind of old for comedy, and I kind of am, I guess a little bit, because most of these younger kids, and what I notice about the younger comics is they kind of tell their lives and what they think is funny. For me, I'm a joke teller. So, and some of the things that I notice in my life have become funny. At least I hope so. And so, I started in comedy doing stand-up, of course. And one of the things that I do besides doing comedy and stand-up, I'm also an aerobics instructor. And I know Dan's laughing in the background. I know what he's thinking. Actually, I'm not as big as I look, but I just got done working out and I'm still pumped up. But the truth is, I did lose 100 pounds or so recently, and I had to, because I went to the doctor and he told me if I didn't lose weight immediately, I was going to have to give up half my sex life, which I just kind of laughed at him, because I thought to myself, half my sex life, which half, talking about it or thinking about it? And then I decided probably giving up talking about it, because I can't give up thinking about it, because I have that, what do you call it, pornographic memory, So I just laughed at the doctor. I told him give up half my sex. I said, Doc, I'm 66 years old. I'm married to a Jewish woman 44 years. I have a prostate as big as a beach ball. I take ginkgo biloba, but I can't remember why. And I said, well, I'm on that subject. The memory is not the first to go. And I looked at him and I said, and another thing, where am I? And who the hell are you? So that's you know, when you lose your mind. People say, how do you stay young, and you stay young by having a young mind and thinking young. The problem with that is that you have this thing called the body, and the body isn't always as young as maybe you think you are, because whenever I bend down or I move or I get up off a chair or something, there's this old guy behind me moaning and groaning. It's like, oh God, it's like, who the heck is? It's like somebody's following me around. So, but there's good things about getting old, and as soon as I think of one, I know. The good thing about getting old is that you learn stuff, and Dan knows this better than anybody. And one of the things you learn about getting old is life isn't fair. It isn't. It just isn't fair. I'll give you an example. Like I said, I'm married 44 years, and that's true, to the same woman consecutively, by the way, because some people, they marry 4 years here and 13 years with that one, accumulate 44 years, but I did it straight through. And so, and she's a wonderful woman. I love her. We have a great relationship. And she's even a great cook. And so normally she cooks. And sometimes I cook, and we have this rule in our house that when she cooks, I do the dishes. And when I cook, I do the dishes. So it just, it isn't fair. Another not fair is I watch some TV every now and then, and I was watching, what's the name of the show? Jersey Shore. Have you seen that show? There are these nitwits running around making millions of dollars. Tell me what's fair about that. And they got the guy on the show, what's his name, with the six-pack situation? The situation. Yeah, I'll tell you what the situation is. When he gets old, that six-pack's going to be like 3 pair of love handles. And he's going to be potting Viagra like it's going out of style, waiting for that 5 minutes in the morning when his man parts start to work. That's what the situation is. And how am I doing? Okay,
Good.
Keep going. That was the punchline.
Oh, okay. Let's
But
get
I'm
back on
bummed.
stage. From now on, when a comic does not have a video set on YouTube, their punishment is they're going to have to do this on screen. But I'm going to have a laugh track next time.
I'm humbled. I'm humbled. Believe me.
Because let me play something to you. These jokes do get laughs at the.
That's the rumor.
That is the rumor.
Yeah, I've actually heard people laugh at some of this.
You do, right? It's so much different when you do it on camera.
Yeah,
it's so much different.
I mean, he was gone. You're sitting over
there. And I had
there,
to go to the restroom.
And the other comic.
He was actually here just talking to no one.
Yeah, and the other comic's sitting there going, who the hell is this guy?
So anyway, briefly, because you have 2 more minutes left.
Oh, good.
Let's now talk about the Tom and Jerry comedy class. Put the poster. Stop playing that Candy Crush game or whatever it is.
Jerry and I taught a comedy workshop years ago.
I love that poster.
When we were both much younger than we are now. And it was really successful. People loved it. And the thing that we teach is 2 things. One, if you want to start a comedy career, I have no idea why anybody would want to do that. But if you have a flavor for it and it's something you want to try and see if you can be successful at it, this is a great class to take. Or if you're a corporate guy. Now, I spend a lot of time in the corporate world.
Right.
I'm a corporate coach.
Yeah.
A corporate relationship coach, and I go in and teach people, corporate folks and salespeople, how to use humor to make an impression,
right?
And produce results. So it's also good for those folks. If you're already a working comic, it's a good place to get some information about how you appear, your presentation. This class.
And when is it starting?
It's starting the 27th of October. It's the last Tuesday in October.
Okay, and we don't know where.
Well, the rumor was that it was going to be at the side door, but evidently that's not true.
No, it looks like it's going to become the punchline.
Yeah, so we're going to.
So we are going to have it.
We're going to have it. We'll find a place for it.
And if
Jerry's real good at that.
And if you want to be able to do a set just like Tom Negalow,
well, maybe not just like.
You go to this class. Hey, since I've started comedy, I was recently called to go into politics, to run for state senator.
Really? I'm sorry.
And I said, no, I can't do that because I'm a comedian. It gives me an unfair advantage.
Yeah, really. It's That's really true.
And so this class will be starting what date?
The 27th October.
27th October. How do they sign up?
They can call me at my phone number is 678-828. 9145.
Your phone's good. You better hire some people to answer that phone. It's gonna be like a Jerry Lewis telethon. It's gonna ring off the hook
from your mouth to upstairs.
And how much is it? Can you say?
Yeah, sure. I can say. I'm not going to, but
okay,
I could. No,
okay.
it's $250.
For how many weeks again?
It's 6 weeks of class, and then
a graduation,
and a graduation. So it's actually 8 sessions. And every Tuesday until the first weekend of December, we do a Tuesday class, we do a Thursday rehearsal, and we do a Saturday evening big show on the big stage.
Very good. Well, Thomas, thanks so much. We're looking forward to you.
Enjoy.
You better have a YouTube set next time you come, or you're going to have to do another set on there.
I'll do what I can.
But I'll have a laugh track.
Oh, good. That'll help, believe me.
Let's take it to a Jerry Farber open mic commercial.
Are you ready to get glazed? It's time to get glazed with Dan Glazer and friends at Jerry Farber's Side Door Hour, featuring comics on parole open mouth every Wednesday night at 9:30 at Jerry Farber's Side Door at 3652 Roswell Road, Atlanta, Georgia. $5 admission, which includes free wings and sandwiches. So join us for a mouthful of laughter at Jerry Farber's Side Door at 3652 Roswell Road, Atlanta, Georgia. Give him a call, 770-738-3000. That's 770-738-3000. Or visit him on the web at www.jerryfarberssidedoor.com.
And I want to give a little shout out to Jerry Farber's Side Door. We have an open mouth at Jerry Farber's Side Door every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. It's a $5 door fee, but you get all the chicken wings you want to eat, all the sandwiches, and some stage time. So come out to Jerry Farber's Side Door. Also, let's give a shout out to all the other great open mics like Laughing Skull, The Basement, Improv, Bonkers, and there's many more. So have a good time on an open mic and go out and enjoy yourself. Okay, before we actually start talking, I want to show something.
All right.
And then we'll talk about this something. Show that Mope Williams, I tell the truth.
It's your boy Mope Williams, I tell the truth. Check this out.
Now, what was this about?
Man, one day I was...
Oh, by the way, this is Mope Williams.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Comics on Parole's Day, Mope Williams.
I found my dad.
Okay, so go ahead.
Man, it was like a year and a half ago. I didn't quite have no phone. And, Instagram was popping with the video. Vine was popping. And I always had Metro PCS.
Yes.
With the camera, the camera quality is so whack. It's about a 2.
Yeah.
And I needed an iPhone, and so I just started going in with videos with apps on the iPhone, and I just came up with that little app with the little funny face. And I said,
it was funny. That's funny.
It can be marketable.
I like now because that's just kind of your. That's the. You know, with that tooth, you look just like Jim Carrey with that tooth because he has that same tooth missing in Dumb and Dumber. Yeah.
All 2.
He was filming in Marietta Square, part of the latest Dumb and Dumber.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
know that.
and I was standing on the corner watching. I turned around there. He said, "Hi, guys." Very friendly. He walked across the street, just going up to everyone, saying hi and everything. Very friendly guy.
Great dude. I wish I would have met Jim, man.
Well, I didn't meet him. I just saw him. But still, he was like right there where Thomas is sitting, just right there. Okay, now, when did you get into comedy? How old are you?
23.
Oh, you're young. When did you get into comedy?
I got into comedy 2012.
Okay. You're 23, 2000. Oh, wow. So you were 20.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
What made you go into comedy?
I always had a passion for it.
And you were funny in school.
Always.
Did you get in trouble
funny.
in school?
Yes.
But for silly things, not bad.
No, not bad, just for silly things, because I did the type of comedy where, or roasting and joning, they call it.
Because I think you had a tough mother. You had tough parents.
Yes,
They'd send you to room if you got
the whooping, and the belt did come out.
Yeah, I got the belt. They still do the belt?
I won't do it no more. I love you. Mom, I'm sorry. Like church going on in the room.
You got it. Have you done that in a set?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
You haven't seen me do that before?
No, I haven't. I
Man.
haven't.
You need to see my 30-minute special. It's hilarious.
Well, I got it. Is that clean?
Yes,
it is.
Clean. Yes.
Special? Was it on national television?
Yes, it was.
No.
Yes, it was.
When?
Last Comic Standing.
You were on Last Comic Standing?
2009.
I need to research my notes better. Oh, how did you place on it?
No, you were supposed to go along, Dan. I wasn't. I tried out.
I'm very naive. But we have a friend that's been on it that won.
My brother, Clayton English. Shout out, a big shout out. Congratulations, Clayton English, for doing your thing, because he is a representation of Atlanta.
Well, he came into Jerry Farber's, was great, nicest guy in the world, and I had him on the list to go on the show.
Tonight?
But he's gone, but he's gone all the time. He's gone a lot of time.
Right.
But, someone said to him recently, Clayton, what do you attribute your success to? And he said, small victories. So remember that. Any future comedian, small victories. And listen, the best advice is, and I give this to you too, not that I know anything, I just heard this from another company. Don't stop trying to be famous and start trying to make a living. And then the fame may come.
It may come, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
just start appreciating the little small things.
The small victories.
The small victories. Right.
Now, okay. So you started, you did try out for stand-up, Last Comic Standing?
Yes, I tried out for Last Comic Standing, and I tried out for Stand Up for Diversity this past
How'd you do with that?
I made it past the first round. I had outbeat 100 people.
Do you know Josh Harris?
Josh Harris, no, I don't.
Well, he's a comic here. He went on that.
Oh, Josh, yes, I do know. Skinny Josh.
He got on there.
Right, yeah.
In fact, I went to it. It was over where the Improv was.
Right.
I went there filming everyone before they went on. But I was going to show it on the show, and I forgot to show it. But
and another fellow comic was on Last Comic Standing
too.
Who? Our brother, Mr. Rob Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to
he
Rob
is hilarious.
Hayes.
Rob Hayes,
yes,
he is good.
He
I'd like to get him on the show, but he's become too big.
Busy?
Yeah, he's busy. But he's funny. How far did he get?
I think he had made it like to the third round. But he did deep. Man, it's a blessing just to even make it on that show. You know what I'm saying?
An honor.
Even if it's an honor just to be on TV and to do a set. You know what I'm saying?
There was a comic here. He got called by America's Got Talent, and to go on there, but he didn't want to go on it because he wanted to go on Last Comic Standing. So he went on there to try out for it. And he didn't want. He said, I had to go because it's an honor to be called, but I didn't want to make it. So he took a pizza, and he just threw it in his face, and that was it.
God,
and he sabotaged himself. He said, "Why?" He said, "Why'd you do it?" Because I didn't want to be on it. Would you try your best if America's Got Talent called you?
Yes, because those are the little wins that we
That's the little wins.
Talking about.
Yeah. I think he made a mistake.
He made a big
and
one.
This comic actually won a contest at the Improv when they first opened.
Right.
And he won out of 200 or 100 comics. He got to open the show, and he's very talented, but he just wants to get on. I won't say his name; he might not appreciate that. But he wants to get it. Jamie Ward would like to get on America's Last Comic Standing. Oh, I said his name.
Jay Ward.
Jay Ward.
Jay Ward.
Not Jay Ward. Jamie Ward.
Jamie Ward.
Jamie Ward wants to get on Last Comic Standing, but I bet Jay Ward wants, who's another talented comic.
Sweetwater.
Yeah. I'm going to be there Thursday. Did you go there much?
No, I have never been there
No,
before.
you need to come. It's a good room.
Yes,
it's a really good room.
I will.
So anyway, so right now, let's take it away to. Will you stop playing that Candy Crush and play that set?
I want you to put your hands together. Gospel after party for Mope Williams. The pain medicine. Let's go. Yeah.
Put them hands together. Come on, y'all. Put them hands together. Come on now. Come on now. Put your hands together. Look, children, put your hands together. Come on, y'all. Get on up touch your feet right quick, y'all. Come on now. Get on up touch your feet now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Get on up touch your feet. Cut it off, DJ. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. I don't got much time. Cut it off, DJ. I don't got much time. on tonight? Where are the people that's blessed? Make some noise. If you're blessed, make some noise. I'm blessed, but I don't got all the money. I promise you I don't got all the money. And I'm tired of people going around here with this bad breath. Don't y'all agree? Woo! I smell one lady breath in here tonight. I ain't gonna point at her. Breath smell like denture water though. I ain't playing. And you know your breath stink when you're not even talking. You can smell it through your pores. Woo! You need on a suit. You need to cover up a little bit. And I'm tired of dumb people calling me on the phone. Dumb, ignorant people. My partner called me the other day. He said, hey, Mope, this temp agency is taking resumes. I want you to send in your resume. I said, resume? You mean resume? He said, yeah, resume. And then when you send in your resume, when you get there, it's gonna be a photographer waiting to take your picture. I mean, you don't mean a photographer? That what you mean, a photographer? Yeah. You just can't be going around calling people just mixing up words. You'll get people confused, right? That's just like calling somebody saying, hey, man, look, I'm about to get married, man. Why don't you come on over and meet my finance? You mean fiance? We got a couple of people that's slow in the crowd tonight, but we gonna bow with them, because God done been good. Why people always in church do this? What is this? When God is good. What is this right here, church? People just don't know. They be excited in church. Oh God. Praise Him. Praise Him. Anybody went to public school? Clap your hands who went to public school. I couldn't stand public school all the way up to the 6th grade. I ain't lying to you. I couldn't stand public school because they had me in them little retarded special classes. And you know I was in special class too because my line stopped right there. That was my line stopped. We ain't even walking no straight line to the cafeteria. We just walked. Wasn't no line for us. We just walking down the hallway. Just walking. We ain't care. We was in the back where the round tables was. Y'all thinking we at the rectangular. No. Miss Joyce bought us ours. Miss Joyce, we over here, Miss Joyce. We over here. Bring us out, my fella. We ain't walk through the line with our card. Then the doctor gonna put me on the Ritalin pill. Do anybody know what Ritalin is? Clap your hands. That ain't nothing but the Molly. God forgive me, but that ain't nothing but the Molly. That's it. Ritalin will have you quiet in class. The teacher asked me one day, Mope.
Okay. So, because we had Tom Negalow do his own show here,
okay,
you're going to get the same. We're not going to treat you any different. Okay. I'm going to say for 1 minute, you do a set, but leave the 4-letter words out.
Okay, all right. Shout out to Mope Williams. Shout out to Dan one time, man. Let me get in the middle so y'all can see this tooth real perfectly. This is my show, Mope Williams, and Comics on Parole / The Tooth Man. My tooth. Can you zoom in? Can you see me now? Why do people think the best time to eat their boogers is when they in the car at the red light by themselves? You ever notice that? But what don't you see? You don't see me looking at you. I'll be at the red light. I'll be like, la. She ate that booger. She ate that booger. You see her in the grocery store. You be like, they go the person that ate that booger at the light. They go the person that ate that booger at the light. Now get that booger out your nose. Then everybody with their family. I know my family. I don't know about y'all's out there, but everybody be wanting to have a fight party over their house. Everybody can't have a fight party. Everybody can't have the parties at their house and the gatherings and the Thanksgiving. Everybody just can't have everything over your house, Keisha. Because everybody got somebody in their family that's nasty. You ever went over somebody's house and you the only person who recognized the roach? The person in the house, the people you came to see, they don't say nothing, do they? They want to come ask you the dumb question. Are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. Not in here. Now kill that roach that's on that VCR. That's what you do. Now why do you still got a VCR in here? You know you got roaches when you keep your bread, your cereal, and your chips in the refrigerator. You be the main person talking about who left the cornflakes on the counter. Put them up in that top cabinet and ball them up. You better grip them. You better grip them. You better grip them. You better grip them. Grip. Now, have anybody seen Charlie? I got an uncle that don't got no hands. His hands tied up to his nipples. Have anybody seen Charlie? Y'all can follow me on Instagram at Mope Williams, M-O-P-E Williams, half a tooth. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very good.
Characters and all, man. You know, I try to, impersonate it in the show.
I think we're going to start making this a regular part of the show that, okay, I'm going to show a tape, but they're also going to have to do one on camera.
Okay.
And you like that idea?
Yeah.
That was very good.
You know
so
what
we
I'm
should
saying?
add a laugh track. Do you think so, Thomas?
Please, God.
You feel like you're by yourself up
Thomas,
here.
come here, pull a chair up, and we're going to all say goodbye. Thomas, get that little chair and pull up here. Get back on screen. So this has been a great show with Mr. Thomas Negalow and Mr. Mope Williams. Two very talented people. Thomas will be teaching a comedy class here in Atlanta, and you too will be able to make diced potato chips with your, as seen on TV, potato chip slicer, and tell jokes just like Mr. Thomas Negalow if you take his class. And Mope, he's going places in the future. Huh?
No,
Not at all.
No, keep going. You're doing fine.
Doing fine. Well, the show's ending. So say goodbye to the crowd.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you. It's funny how we all lift up our right hand like the Pledge of Allegiance in elementary.
Well, I've been in court so often that, you got to
Jury duty.
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Bye.
we sing a song.
We'll see you next month. You can take it off now, Al.
And it's our tune. Yeah.
I'd sing, but I...
Yeah.